Team, thank you very much for inviting us here today. My name is Alice McIntosh and I'm Account Director within the Aegon Workplace team. And I'm here today with my colleagues Kevin, Rob and Roger. And if we're successful today, we will be your Aegon team going forward. Now, our presentation should last around 45 minutes. If it doesn't, Nick will give me a look, but yeah, we're going to try and stick to 45 minutes. Please ask questions throughout, but don't. Either way, I'll make sure that we stay on track time-wise. Okay, so in preparation for today, Ben and Laurie have given us a fantastic brief. So what we've done is split that brief into 4 key areas that you can see here on the screen. And what I want to do is just go through each of these and just make sure that we've got them absolutely right. So that first one there, what you're looking for is a competitively charged pension with access to wider savings and investments. Having a partner that you trust is absolutely key, and one that delivers on its promises. And today we're going to give you the assurance that we can absolutely deliver going forward. Now, you're wanting to continue to improve engagement, and you also want to demonstrate that the valuable spend that you're making for your people is justified. Now, critically, you want to make the pension relevant for all your members. And all of that will be delivered via a seamless transition with that ease of use through single sign-on, all delivered with excellent ongoing support. Now, does that feel like a fair reflection of what's important to you?
Yes. Yes.
Great, well, based on those requirements, what we've done is put together this agenda for you today. So just very quickly running through this, what I'm going to do in a minute is talk to you about how we can work in partnership going forward, and I'm also going to touch on the new solution that you'll be putting in place with Aegon if you select us today. Then Kevin's going to talk about how we're going to support you through implementation and ensure that seamless transition we know you're looking for. Now, once we've covered off what I call the foundations of the proposition, Roger and Rob are going to show you how we're really going to bring the scheme to life. So Roger's going to talk through the unique insight-driven approach to engagement that we take, and Rob will show you the support that we will give you as a key client of Aegon's. Now finally, I'm going to cover off investment. Now, we know you're going to be hearing from other providers today, so what we're really going to try and do is focus on the benefits and what differentiates us as a provider. So does that sound okay in terms of an agenda for today?
Yeah.
Okay, so within this next section, what I'm going to do is cover off how we will meet that first key requirement. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you how we're going to work in partnership with you, how we're going to deliver that savings platform we know you're looking for, with that single sign-on to Advantis, but with a price cap that rewards your members' savings habits and consolidation. And I'm also going to be talking to you about unique partner terms, and we'll come back to that in a minute. So let me tell you a bit more about these points. And to start with, what I'd like to do is just touch on why I think we'd be a fantastic partner for Grant Thornton going forward. So why would we be a great partner? Yes, we're a global business, but we exist to help employees like yours achieve a lifetime of financial security. And we do that by providing assurance and insight to corporates just like you who select us as their pension partner. Now, we've been in this market a long time, since 1831, and we're experts at what we do. We're a compelling choice in the market, and you can see there on the right-hand side, all of our 10,000 schemes have been put in place through advisor recommendations. Now, as a business, we have a huge focus on innovation, and the global aspect that we have gives us the insight via the 29 million customers that we have worldwide. And that insight we get from those customers drives and fuels our innovation. So what we do is we share ideas across business areas. So for example, in the Netherlands, we're leading the way with augmented reality, and in the UK, we're leading the way with digital. We've got some great examples we're going to show you on that later. Now, of course, for partnership, delivery is absolutely key, and we know that's really important to you. We have a history of strong customer-driven, innovative delivery. We've got a really exciting roadmap for 2020, and over the last 2 years, we have delivered 6 major enhancements to our proposition. And again, we'll be showing you more on that later. Okay, so as well as the business side, there's another side to Aegon that I just want to quickly share with you, and one that I feel really proud of. I know this is an area that you also place a big importance on, so I just want to share some of the headlines with you. We believe in doing the right thing for our customers and broader society. And this slide is some of the key call-outs that I just want to share with you. But what I want to do is focus on these 2 in the bottom. So yes, we believe in sustainable and responsible investment, but I just want to touch on the 2 in the bottom there. Aegon take our obligations very seriously. Each year, we vote for charities that matter to us as employees. And you can see the charities down there on the right-hand side that we voted this year. Last year, we donated over 90,000 to the charities that matter to our employees. Now I know that's not quite as much as the 1.5 million that you have donated since 2007, but actually it's not that far off if you total it up. Now, like you, we're committed to creating an inclusive and diverse culture, ensuring equal opportunities in our workplace. And as a business, we're really working hard to reduce our impact on the environment. So for example, our waste programme in the last 12 months has seen us reduce paper and save over 1,200 trees, and in terms of water, we've saved 1.8 million litres. Now this is just a snapshot and just some of the areas I really wanted to share with you, and I've got a lot more information in the appendix, but I truly believe this is what drives our culture and our success, and ultimately demonstrates what a great partner we would be going forward. Okay, so how do we help your employees achieve a lifetime of financial security? Well, we do that by providing a range of products and investments that are suitable to all. So let's think of this as the blueprint for your new scheme with Aegon. At its heart is a pension, but it's not just a pension, it's one account for life. And you can see there in the middle, it has all the retirement options, meaning you do not need to transfer at the point you go into retirement. There's access to an ISA and a general investment account, and you as the employer will put in place a default fund, but for your employees, there's access to wider investment options. There's a clear and customer-focused charging, and I'll come back to that in a minute. So how will your people access it? Through that single sign-on that we'll put in place with Advantis. And you can see here on the right-hand side how it delivers for you as the employer, your members, and also you as the scheme advisor. Now the area I just want to focus on is that middle one on for the members. So yes, it provides that transactional capability, switching, but also for your employees with lifetime allowance issues or annual allowance considerations, it provides that access to an ISA and a GIA. But also, we know that some of your employees will have fluctuating earnings. So they may not know their total earnings until the end of the tax year. So what our proposition allows them to do is to put some money in the pension, some money in an ISA, and once they know their earnings for the year, they can transfer between the wrappers. So how do we make it relevant for all? Well, I've already said it's one account for life. So it's supporting those starting out in their careers and those slowing down and thinking about retirement. Now what's interesting is if we add your people to this graph. So what you can see is you have a young workforce, but also we know you have higher than average income. So what you have is 38% of people that may be looking for accessible savings such as the ISA. That 48% may be looking for alternatives such as the general investment account. And the 14% there are looking for options as they're approaching retirement. So yes, it's one account for life, and yes, it provides that tax efficiency, and yes, it's more than a pension, but the key point is back to your goal. And the Aegon approach you see here is making it relevant for all your people, and it's meeting your people's changing needs as they change over their lifetime. Just thinking about how on earth I'm going to put this demo on. So we've talked about what it is and what it actually looks like. And when your employees sign on via Advantis and they click through to look at their Aegon plan, this is what it looks like. Do I actually need to do this? Have you already got it open?
Is it the actual bin or is it later?
Whatever, yeah. Yes. I'm only going to play 20 seconds of this.
Because you can hear. Do what they made me do.
By using Retire Ready in the workplace, you can discover how ready for retirement you are.
Actually, I'm just going to
Goals. Simply answer a few questions to get your score out of 100 and find out how ready you are for the retirement you want. Our easy-to-use sliders on the Go Planner tool.
As you can see, it's a really fantastic system. Obviously, we'd have let it play all the way through. So what do you think?
Brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah. Okay. So the final thing I want to touch on is competitive charging, as I know this is really important to you. So we have a clear and transparent charging structure, and it is capped. So you can see here, the yearly charge is 0.12. The fund charge is 0.05, which gives a total charge of 0.17. Now the annual charge is capped when your employees hit 250,000 of assets, and that's across all products. Now from your data, we know that 46 people already have over 250,000 of assets, and a further 33 have between 200 and 250,000. So actually, if you look at this at scheme level, this means that we would not apply an admin charge on 6 million of scheme assets. But actually, it's possible, if you look forward to the next 10 years, that we would not charge an admin charge on over 100 million of assets. And I've got another exciting development I want to share with you. What about your people's wider well-being and financial circumstances? We know this is something that's important to you. We know that well-being often isn't just a personal issue, and it's wider than that, potentially people's family and spouses. So we will support your employees by offering the same fantastic terms and solutions to their spouses and partners, and we believe this is a fantastic benefit and something that would really help your people's people. So, my clicker's died. So I've talked about why I think Aegon would be a great partner for Grant Thornton. And I've talked about how we deliver a modern, competitively charged scheme with access to wider savings that we know you're looking for. Now at the end of each section, what we've done is included some client feedback and comments just to give you further reassurance around this point. Are there any questions on anything I've covered? No? Okay, I'd now like to hand over to Kevin to talk about how we put in place the new scheme.